Imagine a world where humanity has rebelled against their gods, flooding the world with abominations and destroying nature, resulting in the gods fighting back. But real life aside, here is a game called Godless. Godless is an auto-battling tabletop roguelite, which sees us take revenge against the humans as the last remaining god, defending our shrine by summoning various creatures, utilize the different tiles and their effects, while numerous upgrades, spells and shrines can be unlocked. After many failed attempts to create a plan to destroy humanity, I booted Godless and played enough to tell you if it is a real fun or a refund. Starting off with one of many unlockable shrines, 2 spells and 3 skills randomly picked, we launch into the first combat encounters on the grid-based battlefield. Once the shrine, our life source, is placed on the field, we summon units, tiles and cast spells with the limited mana points, trying to survive 3 waves of enemies or an encounter with a boss. Each beaten level sees us destroy the continent and moving on towards the next one, while in between these enemy-infested places we encounter various stations, like a workshop to craft powerful gems enhancing one skill, choose upgrades for a shrine or spend ether in the shop. With the goal to taking down 4 bosses in the 4 acts, we either succeed or die trying, obtaining a unique currency to spend in the library for consistent power-ups, buy new spells or shrines for more replayability, which is of course heavily reliant on the clever combat system. After placing the shrine in a favorable position on the map, we utilize the up to 5 active skills to stop the enemy units from reaching our shrine and destroying it, since a demolished shrine sees us finish the run prematurely. The summoned allies as well as every other unit spawn with health and attack points and act on their own, moving towards their opponents. Once 2 units meet on adjacent grids, they automatically attack each other, but not in unison, since every round is split between ours and the enemy's turn. The battlefield, however, is far from a simple grid, since each tile can have various effects impacting the fight in a long-term manner. Forests, for example, boost the health points at the start of a turn, while lava pits damage the enemy once they step on the tile, while yet another grid pushes the unit in a specific direction and can result in a drop off the map. These tile effects are randomly chosen at the start of a fight or can be newly placed with the mentioned skills. Since each round only restores 1 mana point, we need to heavily strategize which and when we want to summon a unit, change a tile or use a spell to impact the outcome of the battle, resulting in more wins and incredible battle rewards like new skills, a currency and experience points for the talent tree. Through these rewards and various other means we can improve the units further, specifically by visiting one of the many stations between regions. The workshop, for example, allows us not only to purchase sparks, but also combine them into gems we can attach on a specific skill slot with numerous different effects. One sees the unit respawn as a weaker copy once it gets destroyed, while another lets them attack twice during a turn while taking additional damage. This was a powerful combination with a creature that gained more attack power for each damage point they received, seeing them morph into an absolute beast on the field. The workshop aside, we can further encounter the talent tree, which sees us choose talents in 3 different trees, which are unlocked by using units linked to the specific spell school. Using orange units in the battle, for example, sees us gain energy for the fire tree, while the purple units gain us death energy, which sounds like a metal band. Each talent tree affects the game style in general, with death seeing us profit more from fallen units, while the nature tree empowers our unit's survivability and the fire tree sees our allies deal more damage. With a handful of more ways to improve our combat prowess and also usable items called scrolls, we further impact our run after finishing each act of the currently 4, seeing us pick 1 consequence, having 1 positive and 1 negative effect on our ongoing run. While this choice, as well as every beaten opponent during a fight, see us get closer to ascending as a god. With 3 possible ascensions, we gain points in 1, depending on our choices, with a great boon waiting at the end. With hatred, for example, making us the god of rot, constantly poisoning our enemies, while pride makes us the god of the LGBTQ community.
Yes, queen.
Once we finish a run successfully, the replayability kicks in with an effect taking place for the upcoming run and the unlocking of harder difficulties. With all these different additions to the already well-designed combat system and the great setting of us being a god trying to take down humanity, as an Austrian I can get behind that idea, The positives heavily outweigh the negatives, which can be found in the balance between units and the hop or drop RNG at the start of a run, seeing us start out with unwanted units and giving us some struggling fights ahead. Regardless of that, I would say that Godless is a real fun instead of a refund. Would you agree with my verdict? Let me know in the comments, and go hug a tree before it becomes a god taking revenge on us.